Hi, my name is Nghi, and I'm presenting my summer project, a narrative review of virtuous change and global classroom models in post-secondary education programs. This summer project is part of a larger research looking at leaderships in global classroom initiatives for faculty and students. Global Classroom and Virtuous Change is a form of internationalizations at home that allows local instructors and graduate teaching assistants to partner their classes with international partner instructors and classes in other countries. There are three existing models in the field. First, transnational. Students work together to solve a problem or complete a task on global issues. Second, class-to-world models provide students insight into realities of professions. Third, select collaborations. Two or more higher education classes brought together to work collaboratively. This model also includes cooperative online international learning COIL. Although tremendous research has been conducted to evaluate global classroom and virtuous change, only few dedicated to providing the perspective of students regarding effective strategies and tools within global classroom and virtuous change programs. As such, the objective of our summer project was to set a stage for the focus of the larger research by looking at meaningful online learning activities existing in different global classroom and virtuous change models to provide cross-cultural engagements for students in post-secondary education programs. Keywords were split into two streams to input to three databases: EBSCOhost, Scopus, and Google Scholar. Initial search yielded around 200 results. With the goal of collecting 20 to 30 meaningful articles for in-detail extractions, we collected 31 articles and excluded 14 articles that were off-topic, duplicated, or literature review and bibliometric review. On commencing with the data extractions from 31 articles, we used this comprehensive template to collect contextual information, key findings, and implications that are needed for the results later. Among 31 articles, while most of them are empirical study, some are frameworks that suggest steps to implement virtuous change. That's the reason why we have two big categories in the mind map: virtuous change and COIL, as well as theoretical paper. First, I'll be talking about our findings in empirical studies of V and COIL following four themes: 1. Methods, 2. Benefits, 3. Practical suggestions, and 4. Future research. Zooming into the method column, the takeaway message here is that there's a wide range of technology used in the virtuous change and COIL, as well as interactive activities. The benefit columns concerns the critical cultural awareness within and beyond classroom and long-term effects, specifically intercultural competencies and skills with an emphasis on technology skills. These articles we collected mentions that cross-cultural skills, knowledge, and awareness are extremely critical to place a teacher's students independently in a classroom and as an individual outside of classroom, thus having communication skills, language competency, and technology skills. Moving to the practical implication of this research, we have the third column, practical suggestions. We notice a rising trend in the way they design their courses to be multicultural in terms of content with technological awareness as well as reflecting the teacher's identity. Last but not least, we have summarized a good range of suggestions for future research, such as long-term effects of virtuous change in classrooms, enhancing methods, including more critical topics regarding personal and societal issues in technological setting. For the second categories, you can see the emphasis on hands-on and practical content designs for the framework. The negative effects have somehow been integrated in practical suggestions or future research. However, I want to highlight some challenges such as time zone, cultural, and technical differences. Conclusions are summed up in three streams. First, placing critical cultural awareness in the classroom and beyond. We posit learners and instructors as an active agent in constructing a successful classroom that would really circle back to the course design that implements critical topics and tasks that empower students to engage in meaningful discussions concerning their motivation to learn and be an individual. With that said, we come to the second point of enhancing intercultural competencies and skills, focusing on communication, language, and soft skills. Lastly, we cannot ignore the role that technology has played in shaping our lives. Being grounded in such view, we believe that technology skills and understandings are of extreme importance towards the missions of teaching and learning. Thank you.